We're back at the 2021 SEMA show. I've got my friend Chris Carlson here with Chris Carlson Hot Rods. Chris, you've got this 37 Ford. It looks beautiful. Tell us a little bit about what you've done here.
You know, I met this customer back at Hot August Nights in Reno probably almost 5 years before we actually started on the car. We talked about it a lot. He'd had the car for several years. He wanted really a nice suede, kind of a nice rat rod kind of a look, drive the heck out of it, have some fun. And over those years, it kind of changed a little bit. He finally brought it to us, like I said, after about 4 or 5 years. And great relationship, great guy. He's out of Colorado, we're in Kansas, 10, 12 hours apart. But, you know, it's with email and all that stuff right now, it's great. So we started on the car, kind of looked at what was wrong with it, that we found a lot wrong with it that he didn't see at the beginning, and kind of started from there.
So how long did that particular build idea last once you started to clean up the metal and see what was there? Did you know you were going to go to this caliber at that point?
Not really. He was still back and forth. He wasn't sure on colors, and he was really back and forth on whether it was going to be a shiny car or not. One of the major things that we had to do is we had to fix the top. The top had been chopped. It was off to one side. It was out of kilter, left to right, right to left. And so we couldn't find another top. We looked for a donor car. We looked for different stuff like that. And we started looking at it in the shop. We started laying some lines across it and getting some straight lines and getting some nice curvature stuff, and came up with an idea with a little different look that we could English with the whole top. So that's the customer okayed it, and we cut it off at the lower post and started building all new.
Well, it's crazy because I mean that top, I mean it's one big curve. I mean it's complex. I can't imagine
it's
how long it took to get it because it looks perfect.
Thanks, I appreciate it. We've got a lot of hours in it. We've got probably over 300 hours in just the top. It's done in 3 sections. So we did the front forward section, and then kind of the middle just to the back crown, and then the crown back glass all the way to the trunk is another section.
Well, whenever you chop the top like that, you know, you change up all the geometry of your glass,
everything.
Your doors. What did you do for your glass and your doors as far as sealing that stuff back up?
You know, we took and really tried to keep an even plane, and it's flat glass. So we make wood templates that are rigid, and we'll put them in there to begin with. So as we build the top of the door frame and the quarter windows and all that, then we make sure that we're parallel every direction with it. Then actually we come to you guys for all of our fuzzies and any of the rubber insets that go inside of it. These actually have rubber in the top of the board that the glass comes up and meets against. Plus you got your fuzzies on both sides. You guys make a great all-around system for the quarter windows, but I've got a 2-inch chop top. So the products that you guys use are also good we can hand form them a little bit. Yeah. So the real tight radiuses up at the front, we left those. Those are hard to do. You guys probably got a nice machine or a little old man back there, I don't know. But so then we go at the back and we start working it with our plastic tools and just start working it all the way around. But it's such a great product. It'll take the shape. It stays where it's supposed to go. It hooks in like the factory did. The spots that we didn't have factory style hooking, we ended up doing screws all the way through. We use number 4. It's probably not even a ½ inch long that will drill all the way through. And the tops, we had to do that in a few spots.
Gotcha.
But it came out super slick. It's sealed up. 90 mile an hour down the highway, and it's quiet.
So what do you have going on with the painting? So I know since y'all switched up and you've done this build, this paint, it's very interesting. What is it?
It is it's a PPG product. We use Deltron. It is a brand new Porsche color that's graphite blue, heavy pearl, lots of pearl. For a simple looking color, it's a pain to shoot. But we had some fun with it. The customer finally decided he wanted to go shiny. So we sent probably 12 or 15 different samples to him, and finally he sat back and said, "This is the one me and the wife like." Awesome. And we kept talking to him with the detail that we did to the roof, the detail we were doing with some of the other parts of the vehicle. I talked him into, let's step this up a little bit. Let's go ahead and do the shiny. Let's get this car ready to do some big shows. and he was all excited, and here we are.
Have you won any awards with this car?
We've done a couple of big shows. We did Hot August Nights with it. We've done Louisville with it. We've done the Starboard Show in Tulsa. We did some big awards in Tulsa with it. So it's been good.
Awesome. Well, it is like I said, a beautiful car. Everything that y'all do is always top-notch stuff. So it's no surprise to me. But every time I see one, I'm still like, what a timeless look on a car. You know what I mean?
Good.
So,
That's what we were hoping for. We were hoping for something that would last. You could have had this car 20 years ago. You can have it current today, and you can have it 20, 30 years from now and still be good.
Absolutely. And that's what we want, right?
Right.
Well, thank you for taking the time to do this interview. If you want to check out more interviews, be sure to check out our YouTube channel. We've got all kinds of interviews from different builders at different shows. And if you want to see more of that, make sure to subscribe.